Hello friends, welcome to our channel Study Center Fefana. Today we will discuss about quantum mechanics very important topic WKB approximation. What is WKB approximation? When it is applied in any problem related to WKB approximation? Which type of questions were asked in previous year exam related to WKB approximation? And which type of questions will be asked in next year exams related to WKB approximation? These topics we will discuss in this lecture. Let us start WKB approximation method. WKB approximation method. यहां WKB का अर्थ क्या है, मीनिंग क्या है? WKB मीन्स W फॉर वेंटजेल, K फॉर क्रेमर्स एंड B फॉर ब्रिलियंस। ये तीन साइंटिस्ट थे जिन्होंने WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड क्रिएट किया था। क्यों क्रिएट किया था? What is WKB approximation method? We will discuss. The WKB approximation method is a technique to find solutions for time independent Schrödinger equation in 1D and especially for slowly varying potential. This is the definition of WKB approximation method. In this definition, we have key points. Solutions. What is the mean of solutions? Time independent. What is the mean of time independent? 1D. Why it is applicable in only 1D problems? Slowly varying potential. What is slowly varying potential? We will discuss all about these points. Let us start. What is the mean of solutions? WKB approximation से रिलेटेड कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो, WKB approximation से रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स में हमें V of x गिवन रहता है। क्या गिवन रहता है? V of x मीन्स पोटेंशियल गिवन रहता है, पोटेंशियल गिवन रहता है। On the basis of this potential, or you can say through of this potential, we have to find out En and T. En and T. En is bound state energy values. Bound state energy values. And T is transmission coefficient. Transmission coefficient. Or you can say tunneling factor. Means of solution is En and T. We have to find out in any problem related to WKB approximation method only two factors. These are En and T with the help of Vx. Okay? तो जो भी क्वेश्चन WKB approximation मेथड पर पूछा जाएगा उसमें दो प्रकार के क्वेश्चन जो है वो पूछे जा सकते हैं। पहला कौन सा भी, इसमें हमें en फाइंड आउट करना रहे या फिर हमें t फाइंड आउट करना रहे। ओके, और गिवन क्या रहेगा, हमेशा इस प्रकार की प्रॉब्लम में हमेशा हमें गिवन रहेगा v ऑफ x। ठीक है, तो ये बात रही सॉल्यूशंस की। नाउ डिस्कस टाइम इंडिपेंडेंट। हियर टाइम इंडिपेंडेंट मीन्स time independent means not to vary with time, not to vary with the time, means the given potential is not the function of time। यानी कहने का मतलब यह है v ऑफ x जो है वो टाइम के साथ वेरी नहीं करेगा, v ऑफ x जो है वो टाइम के साथ वेरी नहीं करेगा। इट मींस जो श्रोडिंगर इक्वेशन जो हमारे पास होगी वो टाइम के साथ वेरी नहीं करेगी, ओके। तो इट मींस टाइम इंडिपेंडेंट होगी श्रोडिंगर इक्वेशन। फिर बात करें 1D, तो बात आती है अभी 1D की, तो WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड जो है वो ओनली एप्लीकेबल फॉर ए WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड इज ओनली एप्लीकेबल फॉर ए 1D प्रॉब्लम्स, ओनली एप्लीकेबल फॉर 1D प्रॉब्लम्स। इट इज द की फैक्टर, ओनली एप्लीकेबल फॉर 1D प्रॉब्लम्स। ओके, यानी WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड जो है वो ओनली एप्लीकेबल होता है किसमें, 1D प्रॉब्लम्स में। But the questions asked in related to WKB approximation methods, sometimes we have given v of r, sometimes we have given v of r, means 3D problem। तो इस प्रकार की 3D प्रॉब्लम को 1D प्रॉब्लम में किस प्रकार से चेंज करें, यानी इस प्रकार की 3D प्रॉब्लम पर WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड किस प्रकार से अप्लाई किया जाएगा, किस प्रकार से अप्लाई होगा, वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे इसी लेक्चर के नेक्स्ट पोर्शन में। ओके, नाउ वी हैव स्लोली वेरिंग पोटेंशियल। नाउ डिस्कस ऑन स्लोली वेरिंग पोटेंशियल। व्हाट इज स्लोली वेरिंग पोटेंशियल्स? द स्लोली वेरिंग पोटेंशियल्स, slowly varying potentials are the potentials which remains almost constant in a region of de Broglie wavelength, de Broglie wavelength, in the region of de Broglie wavelength. The slowly varying potentials are the potentials which remains constant, which remains almost constant in the region of de Broglie wavelength, in the region of a de Broglie wavelength are called slowly varying potentials. Okay, now discuss de Broglie wavelength means. de Broglie wavelength यानी lambda is equal to h upon a p, lambda is equal to h upon p. Okay, here h is Planck's constant and p is a momentum, p is a momentum, यानी p is equal to mv, you know very well, p is equal to mv. Okay, now discuss the slowly varying potentials are which type of potentials, how you can say these are remains almost constant. तो WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड जो है, WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड जो है वो दो प्रकार की रीजन में काम करता है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फर्स्ट वन इज क्लासिकली allowed region, second one is classically forbidden region, classically allowed region, classically forbidden region। इन दो रीजन में जो है, इन टू रीजन में जो है वो WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड अप्लाई होता है और टर्निंग पॉइंट्स पर अप्लाई नहीं होता है, और टर्निंग पॉइंट्स पर अप्लाई नहीं होता है। टर्निंग पॉइंट्स पर WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड अप्लाई नहीं होता है। ये बात आप लोगों को ध्यान रखनी है, ये की पॉइंट है इसका। ओके, नाउ डिस्कस फॉर क्लासिकली अलाउड रीजन। फॉर क्लासिकली अलाउड रीजन we can say lambda, lambda is equal to, for classical region, lambda is approximately 10 raised to power minus 34. Lambda is approximately 10 raised to power minus 34 meter. For semi-classical region, lambda is equal to 10 raised to power minus 20 to 25. 20 to 10 raised to power minus 25 meter. और इन mechanics, classical mechanics, you can say lambda is equal to 10 raised to power minus 10 meters. Almost equal to 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. Okay, now discuss which type of potentials vary in which type of region. How the potentials is vary in which type of region? Yani you can say in classical region, you can say in semi-classical region, or you can say in a mechanical region. Now, slowly varying potentials remains almost constant in a de Broglie wavelength. Almost constant in de Broglie wavelength means x is changes to x plus dx. X is changes to x plus dx. Here dx is the range of lambda, is in the range of lambda. Okay, in this condition the v of x remains almost constant, remains almost a constant. Okay, this is the mean of slowly varying potential. If for value of x, let me discuss, if value of x, v of x is equal to 10 volt, then the value of x plus dx, yani v of x plus dx is almost equal to 10 volt. Then we can say the potential is slowly varying potentials. Then we can say potential is slowly varying potentials. For the value of here dx is in the range of lambda, is in the range of lambda. Okay, now first of all discuss for a classical region. First of all discuss for classical region. In classical region we have discussed here v of x versus x. Okay, the value of potential vary with this. Let us discuss for the value of x. For the value of x, we can say the potential is here. Okay, now the value of x plus dx, the value of x plus dx, the potential changes with this graph. Okay, now for classical region we can say dx is almost equal to lambda, and lambda is equal to 10 raised to power minus 34. Lambda is equal to 10 raised to power minus 34. It means these 2 points are very close. These 2 points are very close. These 2 points are very close. Means you can say for 10 raised to power minus 34, the value of dx, x plus dx is almost equal to x. Is almost equal to x. It means these 2 points are very close. These 2 points are very close. It means the value of potentials, on these points, the value of potentials on these points is very near. is very very near, or you can say very 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 slowly varying, or you can say remains constant. Remains constant. Okay, why this is so? Why? Because the value of potential at this point, we will discuss at this point, we let the value of potential is 10 volt. Value of potential is 10 volt. On the nearest point of this, the value of potentials will be 9.999. Will be 9.999. It means these values are very close. These values are very close, or you can say almost 10 volt. Almost 10 volt. These two values are almost 10 volt. It means the potential is varying with very slow speed. Very slow speed. It means it is called slowly varying potential. Very slowly varying potentials, or you can say it is remains constant. तो क्लासिकल रीजन में हमने देखा भी पोटेंशियल की वैल्यू जो है वो वेरी नियर रहती है और लगभग क्या रहती है, कांस्टेंट रहती है। लगभग क्या रहती है, कांस्टेंट रहती है। ठीक है, अब बात करते हैं अपने दूसरा रीजन सेमी क्लासिकल रीजन। तो देखिए सेमी क्लासिकल रीजन में क्या होगा। इन सेमी क्लासिकल रीजन lambda is equal to 10 raised to power minus 22, 10 raised to power minus 25, 10 raised to power minus 22, 10 raised to power minus 25. Okay, now the value of x changes to x plus dx. Here dx is almost equal to lambda. Dx is almost equal to lambda, or you can say equal to 10 raised to power minus 20. 10 raised to power minus 20 meter. Okay, now discuss. In the graph, we see v of x versus x. Here the point x, value of vx, point x plus dx, value of v of x plus dx. Okay, in these 2 points the difference is minus 20 to 10 raised to power minus 25, 10 raised to power minus 20 to 10 raised to power minus 25 meter. It is very low, it is very very low, but in the comparison of classical region it is higher. Vary with the classical region, it is higher. In classical region almost remains constant, the potential's value is almost remains constant, but according to this region, we can say in semi-classical region, according to this region or behalf of this region, we can say in semi-classical region, the value of potentials will be changes. The value of potentials will be changed, but the change is very less. Change is very very less. So in this region, in this semi-classical region, the potential is, in this semi-classical region, the potential is slowly varying potential. Slowly varying potential. In this semi-classical region, the potential is a slowly varying potential. Okay, तो हमने देखा भी क्लासिकल रीजन में तो कांस्टेंट रहता है, लेकिन सेमी क्लासिकल रीजन में पोटेंशियल जो है वो स्लोली क्या करता है, वेरी करता है, स्लोली वेरी करता है। ठीक है, तो इसी कारण से WKB approximation method को, WKB approximation method is also called semi-classical, approximation method. Semi-classical approximation method. The WKB approximation method is also called semi-classical approximation method. आपको आश्चर्यचकित नहीं होना है यदि किसी प्रॉब्लम में WKB approximation method के स्थान पर सेमी क्लासिकल अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड लिखा आ जाए. ओके, तो ये था अपने पास सेमी क्लासिकल अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड और यू कैन से WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड. ठीक है, तो स्लोली वेरिंग पोटेंशियल जो है वो क्या होता है ये हमने सीखा है. लेट अस डिस्कस व्हाट इज क्लासिकली अलाउड रीजन, व्हाट इज क्लासिकली फॉरबिडन रीजन एंड व्हाट इज टर्निंग पॉइंट and the behavior of WKB approximation method on these. Let us classically allowed region. Classically allowed region. In classically allowed region, the kinetic energy always remains positive. The kinetic energy always remains positive. Okay, in classically forbidden region, the kinetic energy always remains negative, and at turning points, the kinetic energy is equal to 0. The kinetic energy is equal to 0. Why? Because on these points, the velocity of particle is equal to 0. The velocity of particle is equal to 0. Okay? Why this is so? Let's discuss. This graph shows total energy versus energy of particle versus x. Energy of particle versus x. This shows total energy in U. Total energy means U. U is mechanical energy. Okay. The potential energy of particle varies like this. Let the potential energy of particle varies like this. This shows potential energy. And this one is mechanical energy. Okay. This point is x1. This point is x2. Now discuss. We all know that U is equal to mechanical energy is the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. We all know very well that mechanical energy is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. From this formula, we can say kinetic energy is equal to mechanical energy minus potential energy. Or you can say total energy minus potential energy. Okay. Now discuss for the region between x1 to x2. For the region between x1 to x2, we can say x is greater than x1 and less than x2. X is greater than x1 but less than x2. In this region, U, total energy, is greater than potential energy. It means U is greater than PE. Okay. According to this and using this formula, we can say kinetic energy is positive. Kinetic kinetic energy remains positive in this region. Okay, it means between x1 to x2, between x1 to x2, the region is classically allowed region. The region is classically allowed region. Why this is so? Because in between x1 to x2, the kinetic energy remains positive, and kinetic energy remains positive only in classically allowed region. Okay, now for region minus infinity to x1, for the region minus infinity to x1 and x2 to plus infinity, x2 to plus infinity, in these regions we see that potential energy is greater than total energy. Potential energy is greater than total energy. It means kinetic energy remains negative. Kinetic energy remains negative. Kinetic energy remains negative. It means the region between minus infinity to x, the region between minus infinity to x and x1, sorry, minus infinity to x1 and x2 to plus infinity, we can say the region is classically forbidden region. Classically forbidden region. Why this is so? Because in between these regions, the negative kinetic energy found. The negative kinetic energy found. So the region is classically forbidden region. Okay, last one is turning point. At these points, at x is equal to x1 and x is equal to x2, at these points u is equal to p. U is equal to p means total energy is equal to potential energy. Total energy is equal to potential energy. It means kinetic energy is equal to 0. It means kinetic energy is equal to 0. For the region in which kinetic energy is equal to 0 are called turning points. So that's why these points are called turning points. In these points, the particle changes the velocity and direction of velocity. In these points, in these turning points, the particle changes the direction of velocity and velocity. Okay, why this is so? Why we can say the particle changes its velocity and direction of velocity? Let us discuss. At this point, from here we can say, at energy conservation principle, through energy conservation principle, we have the energy of particle remains constant. Energy of particle remains constant at every state. Okay, it means if the potential energy is decreases, then kinetic energy increases, or potential energy is increases, that's why kinetic energy decreases. Okay, now discuss in these points. At this point, kinetic energy is less. Kinetic energy is equal to 0. Okay, potential energy decreases. At this point, potential energy very less. Potential energy is minimum. Potential energy is minimum. But at this point, kinetic energy is higher. Kinetic energy is higher. ठीक है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्या होगी? ज्यादा होगी इस पॉइंट पर. तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा है, इसका मतलब पार्टिकल स्टेबल नहीं है. इसका मतलब पार्टिकल स्टेबल नहीं है. बट वी नो ऑल दैट द पार्टिकल वांट्स टू रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट और रिमेन्स स्टेबल. ओके, वांट्स टू रिमेन्स स्टेबल. फॉर दिस he decreases his velocity. He wants to decrease his velocity. For stability, he wants to decrease his velocity. That's why the velocity decreases and the potential energy of particle increases. At this point, the potential energy of particle is equal to total energy. Okay, in this point, again the particle wants to gain kinetic energy and it starts gaining kinetic energy. That's why potential energy decreases and kinetic energy increases. This oscillatory motion is started between x1 and x2. That's why we can say in classically allowed region, the particle behaves like an oscillator. Okay, or you can say motion of particle is oscillatory, or you can say motion of particle is oscillatory between x1 and x2. Okay, these are the classically allowed region, classically forbidden region, and turning points. Now discuss all the key points of WKB approximation method. First one is V of x remains time independent. Second one is V of x slowly varying. Third one is the WKB approximation method is only applicable in 1D problems. Only applicable in 1D problems. But for 3D problems, we have to visualize into 1D. Visualize into 1D. Okay, the WKB approximation method is only applicable in classically allowed region, classically forbidden region, but not applicable in turning points. Not applicable in turning points. Okay. Now, most important, which type of problems are asked in WKB approximation method? In WKB approximation method, two types of problem asked. Two types of problems. First one is to find E of n. Second one is to find T. E of n means, En means bound energy state values, या bound state energy values. Okay, T is transmission coefficient or tunneling factor or a tunneling factor. Okay, with the help of a Vx. These are the key factors of a WKB approximation method. Now discuss condition, or you can say validity of WKB approximation method. Now we have validity of WKB approximation method. Validity of WKB approximation method. The validity of WKB approximation method is for any region d lambda cut या lambda bar upon dx is very less than 1. यानी lambda bar upon dx, d lambda bar upon dx जो है वो वेरी लेस देन होना चाहिए किसके, 1 से। ये इसके वैलिडिटी कंडीशंस हैं। ये डायरेक्ट गेट के एग्जाम में पूछी जाती है, डायरेक्ट पूछी जाती है एग्जाम में। ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज लैम्डा कट? लैम्डा कट इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा अपॉन 2 पाई। लैम्डा कट इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा अपॉन 2 पाई, और वी कैन से इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन के। वाई? k is equal to 2 pi upon a lambda. So k is equal to 2 pi upon lambda. So lambda upon 2 pi is equal to 1 upon a k. So lambda upon 2 pi is equal to 1 upon a k. K is wave factor, or you can say transmission factor. K is a wave factor, or you can say transmission factor. Okay, now we have lambda bar or lambda cut is equal to 1 upon k. For validity condition of WKB approximation, we have to find out d lambda bar upon dx. D lambda bar upon dx. Now, for differentiation of this, d lambda bar is equal to minus 1 upon k square dk. Minus 1 upon k square dk. Okay. Now, d lambda bar upon dx is equal to minus 1 upon k square dk upon dx. Dk upon dx. Taking modulus of this, we have d lambda bar upon dx modulus is equal to 1 upon k square dk upon dx. Is very less than equal to 1. Is very less than is equal to 1. Now from this we can say the validity condition of WKB approximation method is this one also. Means 1 upon k square dk upon dx is also very less than 1. Is also very less than 1. Should be very less than 1 होना चाहिए। ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ भी k 1 upon k square dk upon dx जो है उसकी वैल्यू वेरी लेस देन 1 होनी चाहिए। वेरी लेस देन 1 होनी चाहिए। यहाँ पर k क्या है, वेव फैक्टर है। ठीक है, तो ये था अपने पास WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन के मेथड के बारे में, जो अपने बेसिक्स जो हैं वो थे। व्हाट इज WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड, वेयर इट इज अप्लाइड, विच टाइप ऑफ रीजन वी हैव टू अप्लाई WKB अप्रोक्सीमेशन मेथड, which are the validity conditions of WKB approximation method, all up. Now in the next lecture we will discuss problem related to WKB approximation method, how we can solve problems related to WKB approximation method in only 30 seconds. In only 30 seconds. There are two types of problem, and only these problems can only be solved in 30 seconds. So we will meet in next lecture. Thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for notification of next video. Thank you.